Hello.
Hello.
And how everybody doing? How is everyone doing today?
How's everybody?
You know, no matter how slow you're going, that sound is still there.
What's
right?
that?
Hmm?
What's that?
The.
No, I don't know. I don't know.
If I can hear it from over here, the microphone can hear it.
You don't know that. You don't know that.
Okay, sure. Welcome to the Animation Breakfast Club.
Oh.
I'm Doig.
I'm not. I'm Swift.
Yeah, there we go. Today, what do we have in store for them today, India?
Well, I'm very tired.
Yes.
I think I'm gonna do some figure drawing warm-ups. I think. I do not feel up for putting my brain into animation currently. I feel like I kind of need to save that for my work today because I am not the highest energy I've ever been.
Alright.
So I think warming up would be a good shout. And I can just warm up and chill out with you guys. How about you, Mike? What are you going to be doing?
I might join you in doing some warm-ups, maybe. But outside of that, there's a couple animation little projects that I want to finish. So we'll see.
Like what?
What sort of things do I want to finish?
Yeah, what?
Am I able to share your screen? Because I'll just show you.
Yeah, you are. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Oh yeah, sure. Go for it.
Well, currently I can see browser and your Twitch chat. So is that right?
A browser? You should be seeing Photoshop on my Twitch chat.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I just moved the chat over for a sec while I get up some reference.
Gotcha. All right. Well, that's what you did then.
That's what I did. So what were you saying?
I was saying that I could be working on finishing up this over 9,000. That one. One.
What is there left to do on it?
Just a little bit of polish, I think. Let's see here.
A little bit of polish is in the drawings, or?
Yeah.
There we go.
Like for instance, there's a frame somewhere where I drew somewhere a diagram. There.
A diagram?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
A little thing here. I could erase that.
Oh, okay. I see. And what are the other projects that you have on that you need to do?
Well, there's the Sonic intro one. That's the two.
Okay. What about Girl in the Glim?
And Girl in the Glim.
Thank you. Just checking you hadn't forgotten it.
I
Had.
Which layer is this on? I just switched off all the layers that are currently like should be active on this. Oh wait.
And oh my gosh, I find myself, I've been drawing on my iPad so much that I find myself double tapping my tablet pen to try and switch to the eraser, which does not work when you're not on a tablet.
There we go.
Wow.
Maybe you could set it up, but it does.
A long 30 seconds. Let's see. Yesterday after the stream you finished up your backflip. Oh, that's awesome. Well done, Darkvault. That's really cool.
That's super awesome.
And hello, Zefdes Pony. Zefdes Pony. There you go. I said it right. Wow, 60 seconds is a long time. Did I put this on for 60 minutes? Is that the... Oh, okay. Well, that'll do it. Let me change that. I'm like, I'd expect this to have changed already. Oh well, I can just use my shortcuts, I guess. Will Twitch chat stay over the top? No. Okay. That's rough. So yeah, it is Thursday, and how is everyone doing? I want to hear how you guys' week is going. How are you all faring?
Just asking how you are. How are you?
As I doodle away. Actually, it's quite nice not to have a time limit.
Yeah, you can choose when you're done.
Yeah, it means that I can look at the chat more. Because whenever I'm doing 30-second or 60-second sketches, it's very hard to look at the chat, because if you do, then you look back at your picture and it's gone. You're like, well, I guess I didn't finish it.
I feel like the UI has shrunk on this.
Hey, thank you for the follow.
Yo, Catharpy.
Catharpy, thank you. I appreciate it.
Catharpy. I don't know why I'm singing.
I mean, go for it, man. I'm not going to stop you.
Okay.
Mhm.
I muted the audio so I can scrub without it being like.
That's probably a good shout. Yeah.
I need a little pink cheek on this frame.
You finished all of your research papers for this term and then turned them in a couple of hours ago. Sanrania, that's fantastic. One of those papers was 25 pages and took 150 hours to complete. Just one more exam and you're free until the end of September.
Nice.
Oh, that's amazing. Hell yeah. Kick that exam's butt. Get free. You're so almost there. That's amazing. What are you going to do with all that free time? Buckaroo says, my week was kind of slow. Did some field recording, but that's about it. That's cool. Field recording, is that like sound recording? Darkbolt says, week is uneventful. Feels like a Saturday. It does not feel like a Thursday, does it? Strange. Dipperdot says, sleepy, good week for me. Dipperdots, thank you so much for the storyboard that you did.
Oh, Dipperdots! Yo! Hello.
And Zeph Despony is doing finals. Oh, Samreni, you're going to stream. Awesome. Odsarin, hello! How are you doing? I mean, other than alive. But yeah, sleep sounds good. Just get yourself a solid week of sleep. Sounds amazing.
I would love that. I would love to sleep for...
Oh man. Yeah, tell me about it, right? Sleep forever. Not feel bad about it. Not feel like there's a million billion things we have to do.
One time, I want to... I want to be able to sleep like a boss.
Like a boss!
Yeah.
Yeah. Me too. There we go. Now I've managed to put my my stream chat down one side of my screen. Damn, I'm good at computering. See, Dipperdot said I just researched micro SD cards for the family Nintendo Switch. I've learned more than I needed to know. And anytime, it was really fun. I'm so glad that you had fun doing it. That's awesome. Oh my gosh, it's so good, dude. Thank you. I'm honoured that you chose to use our audio to do a little storyboard of. Super cool. So yeah, field recording is like recording stuff outside, like ambient or specific stuff. That's cool. Or kind of like Foley and such. Or just actual video recording for B-roll or other stuff.
Oh, cool.
That's super cool. Man, guys. Yeah, I wish I could just sleep for a week. I could really do with that right now.
Wait, okay, one sec. 1, 2, 0,
Cool.
1, 2, 2. So what I've done is I've color coded my frames so I know which frames correlate with each other so that I can copy and paste them. So, and I set my my shortcuts for copy frame to be 1 and like just the 1 key, and copy paste frame to be 2. So that's why I'm just like 1, 1, 1, 2, 2.
I see. So I guess today you will be doing Mystic Crystal backgrounds, Mike. Is that what you'll be up to?
Yep.
Cool. Sounds good to me.
Is it the D key? R key. R?
Ah, the
there we
D
go.
key.
Yes. There's a shortcut for... Okay, that's one of them.
You have soothing coffee shop music playing over the top of the music we have going on the stream. That'll be interesting. A good mixture.
Wonder if there's a way to lock. That's fine.
Lock what?
The timeline, because every time I go to scrub, I have to hit here, but I keep hitting just above it, so I can't get a floaty thing. I wonder if there's a way to be like, don't
though.
do it.
Don't do it. So, yesterday Mike was showing me, for those of you who are familiar with Spider-Verse, Mike was showing me Penny Parker, but he was showing me the non-Spider-Verse version of Penny Parker. And I've got to say, I adore Spider-Verse, but I did not realize how dirty they did Penny Parker's character. Because she does not look like a cute anime girl with a cute, round, friendly robot in her comics at all.
No,
she also doesn't look like she's like 12 in her comics.
Yeah, it's more like they've taken design influence from a particular show.
A particular show that I like a lot.
Yeah.
It's very Evangelion. Her robot is badass. It's such a cool design. And I'm like, why did they not use that in Spider-Verse? It's so good. I wonder whether they thought it would be too OP, or maybe take too much attention away from the other characters if they were to have a character that looked so cool. So it's kind of a shame that they went with schoolgirl stereotype for her character.
I think someone gave them a memo which was like, she's like, anime. And then they...
But they must have done tons of research. I mean, these are professionals.
Yeah.
And this is a movie that they were working on for like over a year. So I'm absolutely positive they did their research. So it's a strange decision for them to choose to kind of almost character assassinate Penny Parker like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just looked it up. It's so cool. Like, her design's amazing and her robot design is incredible. And I wonder why they decided to go like cute, tiny anime schoolgirl that likes to eat sweets and is good with technology.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
No, me either. It's just, it was very interesting to learn. Because they've handled everything else so well. Like, all the other characters felt very true to themselves.
If you're unfamiliar with the source material, then you can sort of just go, oh, I accept this.
Yeah.
This is weird, but it's meant to be, right?
Which is what I did, because I was like, surely, like, they've done all the other characters so well. So I'm just assuming Penny Parker is very accurate. But not so.
It's a Verdi. Hello. Wow.
Hello! How are you, Verti? How are you doing? It's been ages since we touched base with you. What's going on with you? That's true, Dark Vault. Dark Vault says, I imagine that in Spider-Verse there are also different versions of Penny Parker, as there are Peters. That would make sense. That's a good explanation, especially within the world of the film.
Yeah.
Let me move these over to this side so I have more room to draw. You're here after a billion years, you're getting swole! You are! How's it going?
I too wish to get swole.
Yeah, how is your workout routine? Tell us about it. And how's it going? You watched Into the Spider-Verse 3 days in a row. It's good. It's good. I've been craving watching it as well. I watched it recently with Mike a couple of weeks back. And I've been craving like watching it with the director's commentary on because I've never seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I really want to hear about the decisions they made and why as I'm watching the film.
It pitches it like an alternate universe version of the film, which I think was funny.
Yeah, good. You managed to push through. I don't want to do this futile workout anyway. That's the hardest part, Verti. That is the hardest part. Good for you. That's the part which gets me every time. You know, the part where I'm like, I could just not today, and then I don't, and then I'm like off the wagon immediately. Alcerin says, pause the film at any spot. It will look amazing. Yeah. Yeah, that film's so good. Even though I do wish that we had an Evangelion Penny Parker in there.
I saw a recent animation test on Twitter.
Yeah?
I forget the name of the person who put it up. Let's call them Alex.
Okay.
And they said they were like taking inspiration from Spider-Verse.
Uh-huh.
But the stuff they were doing and compositing and stuff was really cool.
Oh, really?
You know what?
Yeah, you should call them out. Like put them on stream so people can find them.
Their name was Alex.
Oh, well, nice guess. I guess it was stored in your unconscious somewhere.
Alex Henderson. So yeah, I don't. It's a GIF, so I don't know if I can make it bigger. But I don't know if you can see that.
Oh, I can. Yeah, I retweeted that, I think.
So cool.
Yeah, it looks amazing. So
Samurai
Bertie says,
Jack meets Spider-Verse.
Bertie says, Indra, I'm going to be frank and say a lot of this motivation is partially me regaining my childhood athletic fire. And partly because Elle and Sheen are pushing me buttons and saying I ain't strong enough. You'll never be able to do it, 30! Just quit now. You're not strong enough. So it's a good way to get motivation. Is if you've got that competitive fire. I find that I also enjoy being athletic. I have like an athletic streak, but it comes out in games and sports. I find it very hard to gain motivation by myself exercising. But if it's like a game of basketball or something, Mike is eyeballing me because I'm quoting TMNT. Then I enjoy getting the exercise. Then I enjoy getting the exercise and I have fun doing it. So I really need to get myself on a team of some kind of sport, I guess.
What sort of sports would you be interested in competing in?
Oh my gosh, name one.
Alright, okay. Just anything.
Yeah, like I might not be very good at it, is the thing. I'm not saying I'm going to be good. I'm just saying that I enjoy playing games like that. India, you could suplex me. Don't do it though. I did these legs way too long, but if we can't see the rest of the body, no one's gonna know. Oh no.
Verdi, I've been playing Smash, and I'm now playing it on 5 stocks mode with like me versus 2 computer players and teams. So me 2 versus me, trying to train up.
USO says expose them. They've been exposed. You'd want to play dodgeball. Dodgeball looks fun. I used to enjoy dodgeball at school. Mainly because I get to hop around like a maniac. The Dipper Dot says, after a month of working out, I shocked my family when I picked up our mobile AC unit and carried it from the garage to the master bedroom with no help, which usually takes 2 of us to wheel around and move. Nice! That's cool. That's kind of intimidating. Like, you're living with someone and you're like, oh yeah, they're fine, they're of medium strength, and then they just like pick up a car in front of you and you're like, wait! Who am I living with? Dipper Dots, I want to see how racquet ball is. If it's like Tron with a stick or immediate death hurling towards me. Hockey would be fun. I'd enjoy hockey.
I think that's called racquetball.
Ah, racquet ball. Would you class esports as a sport? Yeah, but not in the same way. Like it's not a physical sport, is a thing. So I'm just talking about physical sports or things that I enjoy doing a lot. So I need to get myself on a team of something so that I can get exercise. Because, oh boy howdy, have I not been getting any exercise. It's not great.
That makes sense, Birdie.
Oh, I see. You're talking about Smash.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotcha. I mean, well, you could play online. Because we have an online subscription, so you could go and get your ass kicked in a tourney. Rather than playing against.
It didn't occur to me that I could do that.
Did it really not? You can just go online and fight people, Mike. That's something you can do. It's a feature of the game.
Sloogie, you whoa, hey, Sloogie. It was just like,
hey, David.
Yeah.
How are you?
You do boxing.
That sounds fun.
That's really cool. I didn't know you boxed.
I think David said before that he has a boxing punch bag in his garage.
Oh.
But he takes, like, when he's feeling stressed out, he can go and get out like his exertion there. That's super cool. I guess boxing is one of the physical activities that would be tough for me to do. Because it's less of a team sport and more just, if I don't do it well, then I'm going to be hurting from more than just like exerting myself. I'm going to be hurting because I got punched in the face like 5 times.
You can get headgear and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'd enjoy it.
I think you would. Yeah, I think you would.
I enjoy fighting. I think one of the reasons I like martial arts rather than boxing is because I'm quite a small person. So learning which parts to jab on people that give you an unfair advantage and how to use people's weight against them is like my thing.
Jab, 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 jab.
Yeah, like learn how to win at all costs.
I remember Toy fighting with India, and there's just a point where I was just going bash, 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 and I was just like softly tapping her, but repeatedly and not stopping. She got so pissed off with me that she just raised both her fists, stuck out both her index fingers, and then just really quickly just started poking me, and she was just like, and so you're like, 2 of us were just fighting, going to be like, bash, 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 just giggling.
The jabs are like infinitely painful is the thing. Like, don't underestimate getting jabbed by a finger in the neck.
I don't. I understand pressure per square inch equals more force. That's why you're so powerful, is because you have tiny fists.
They're like pins. You want to learn better self-defense, Verti? That's cool. It's fun. It's fun. Fighting is fun. I remember when I was arm wrestling Mike. Yeah, you see, that's why I need to use jabs. I was arm wrestling Mike and Mike won. Which I was annoyed at because I was thinking that I had a chance. So I have to like use things. I have to use stuff when I fight Mike.
Yeah.
You know, to like increase my body weight and put pressure on certain points. I have to be smart about it. Or I can't win.
You're like Steven Seagal when it comes to fighting.
But that's good. It means I'm just wily. I'm the type of opponent to like scoot dirt into your face and then like push you over my leg backwards and then jab your neck.
Yeah.
That's the India style of fighting. Pocket sand, yeah. Never leave the house without it. Elle also is very strong. I think I arm wrestled. Did I arm wrestle everyone? I think I arm wrestled at least Elle and Mike.
I don't know who I arm wrestled.
Oh, Odsarin, you recommend roller skating and ice skating. I love roller skating. Like, I used to do roller derby, and that was super fun. I got really into that.
Didn't Elle and Verdi arm wrestle?
I think they did, yeah. Elle won. I think it was the finals was Elle versus you.
Oh.
And I was sad to see that you won.
Yeah, I didn't think I was gonna.
I didn't either. Elle's powerful.
Yeah.
If I had money, I would have put it on Elle, so it's a good job I didn't have any money.
So would I have.
She'll probably be in rigorous training now, Mike, so you better steel yourself for next time. Coffee Doodles, my arms are like Pocky. That's a really funny image.
Isn't Pocky like biscuit sticks?
Mm-hmm.
Covered in chocolate?
Very easily snappable biscuit sticks, yeah. That's them.
Okay. Doesn't bend. Do you have a hinge in your pocket, or is it just like straight
Just
arms?
straight arms with icing on them.
Alright.
Yeah, the glass table. We need like a padded table is what we need. We need an arm wrestle station. So that we can have proper arm wrestles without everyone doing their elbows in. Or we need arm wrestling elbow pads. Are you asking why I have nunchuck pocky arms? Now just imagining your arms swinging around by the elbows.
Nunchuck pocky arms. Get it done, science.
Do it. You know what we need, science. Alright, Elvis, I'm bored of you. I'm gonna go and draw someone else.
Elvis. No.
Oh, you'll only visit us if we get the arm wrestling pad. Shit. I didn't realise it was that important. I'm gonna have to get it then, I guess. Habbo, good morning!
Hey, Habbo.
Hey, Habbo, how you doing?
Hey, Habbo.
Hey, Habbo!
Habbo.
Habbo!
Habbo.
Yeah, Habbo.
Habbo.
How you doing?
Thought about being an absolute asshole and just being like, hey, Carnelos.
Yo, good morning, Cornelas. Cornelas? Cornelas.
Hey, how are you doing?
How are you? Aw, Samradia, you were awesome.
Yeah.
You were awesome. What you talking about? Oh my, the sun is in my face. It's always in my face every morning. It's like it rises in the same place every day.
Well, it kind of does. Similar place every day.
What you doing? We are, I'm doing some warm-ups with some quick gestures. And Mike is apparently finishing off his 9,000 animation.
I was thinking of putting, I was thinking of doing the thing where you put patron names at the end of the things you make when you put it on YouTube.
I mean, we could do that. This is more just a thank you for the YouTube subscription, though. And less thank you for the Patreon subscriptions.
I don't know.
So it feels strange to like... I don't know, what do you guys think? Am I being weird? Is this a weird thing for me to bring up?
No. I think that sorry, I was reading what Verdi was saying. I think you're right, Verdi. I think it can be better. I think it'd be brighter and more flashy. I think that's something that's kind of cool to do that we haven't done in the past, because I know you have kind of feelings about it, but I started to think about it, and I think it's a nice thing to do.
Of course, it kind of implies that we won't be able to make the stuff we do on YouTube without the Patreons. Whereas our Patreon is very like explicitly, it just really helps us out, and we appreciate it. But it's not like
I don't think. I think it's more like from a little help from our friends, not only because of
being called out by Elaine. Oh, 99 Dipper Dots. Thank you for coming and hanging out.
Everyone, if you haven't seen Dipper's Dots, made an animatic of us from our Doig and Swift Animal Crossing Let's Plays. So if you haven't seen that yet, let me find it for you.
Let me find it for you.
Don't autoplay, don't autoplay, don't autoplay. Cool. That's really cool. go. That should be right. Yeah. You should check it out. It's really cool.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, this sun. I can't see. I'm blind.
Oh. Let's see if I can do anything to help. There you go.
What?
Oh, it looks like the sun dimmed immediately. I think it's by the way over, but then.
Tip of it.
Above.
Now the top.
So, okay, here.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know what to do like that.
Oh, about the blind.
The blind will break.
Oh no. So blind. Cardboard thing. Hang on. Like he's wrestling around in a pile of cardboard. Mike's my hero. He's gonna save me. Well, that. Oh. It will balance against the blind. It won't balance. It will! It won't. It will! It looks precarious, but I can see. Yes! Oh, we have a crow mail. Hold on. Hey, stamps! Oh my gosh. You okay, Stamps? You sound different today. You doing alright? Wasabi Cheetah says, this is your reminder of your scheduled mental note made by the community that backs you with every view, every sub, every dono, and every comment that you're awesome. Oh, Wasabi Cheetah. And we all love every second, every quirk, every core, every bam, and every wham. Stay awesome, live long and prosper. And always remember what that piano kid from School of Rock said. Don't let the man get you down. Wasabi Cheetah, thank you so much. Oh man. Thank you, Stamps. Thank you, Stamps. I was hoping we'd get another.
Alright, okay. I'm not screaming every time we get a crow mail.
Oh my gosh, that was unexpected. Thank you, Wasabi Cheetah. That's incredibly sweet. We appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for hanging out with us in the mornings.
Yeah, thank you.
You make me feel brand new. I don't know the rest of that song. Dooby doo 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 doo. The realization that I could buy like cake or cookie mix today and make cakes or cookies today with little effort because I could buy a mix has just hit me.
Well, we need toilet paper, so if you're going to the store,
we need milk as well.
Then you could do that.
Yeah, I totally could. Like, the thing is that I am also like, hot damn, I could use a nap after this.
I think it's your turn to go to the store.
It is 100%. It's my turn to go to the store. Like, I'm just like, it's my turn to go to the store, but also I really just want to have a nap, and then I want to have a bath so that I'm clean, and I'll have so much work to do that I'm like worried that taking time to do any of these things is gonna mean that I don't get to work till like 1 or 2 o'clock,
Josie, thanks for the host.
Like once I've taken an hour to nap and an hour to like get clean and an hour to go to the store because we have to queue up because of Corona.
If you go early enough, there's not as much of a queue.
Mm-hmm. So like that's where I'm at. It's like there's a bunch of stuff that I want to do and I'm worried about doing all of it today.
I get you.
Like if it was like, oh, I'm feeling not tired today and I had a bath yesterday, then it would be different.
Oh, I've already got a clip of it.
Oh, nice.
Thanks, Verdi.
Yeah. Oh, your new headset might arrive today, Coffee Doodles. That's cool.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah.
Sorry, Mike, what were you going to say?
We were talking about putting patrons' names at the end of stuff we do.
Oh, yeah. I'm okay with you doing it if you want to. I just don't want to create, like... I don't know.
You don't want to create the impression that we can't do things without support.
Yeah.
Right. But thanking people...
Thanking people is nice. I agree. It feels odd to thank people on a 9,000 thank you YouTube video.
Yeah.
Like, it feels less weird to thank people on, like, a Let's Play where we managed to hire an editor because we have help from Patreon, or an animation that we just make and put up.
But that's...
You
okay.
know? But when the animation is a thank you for all the YouTube views, it feels weird to thank the Patreons at the end, I think.
Okay.
Because you're making the video exclusively to thank YouTube subscribers.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
You've been so tired in the mornings this past few weeks. Not a fan, yeah. I totally get you, Tib, but this is how I feel today. Although, it's my fault, because I went to bed late. Maybe it's, it could be a bunch of stuff. It could be the fact that, I don't know what it's like in England right now, but here the weather has kind of, it's gone from being very sunny and bright in the mornings to being kind of grey in the mornings.
Yeah.
Which is like a big mood thing for me.
Carl KW says, yo, first time catching the stream after watching a bunch of your VODs on YouTube.
Oh, hey!
Really helped me change how I approach art towards a more healthy and stressless way.
That's awesome! Wow, that's so cool to hear. Welcome.
Yeah. Doing stuff for myself because it's fun, you know. Love listening to you guys in the mornings.
Hell yeah!
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's good to have you here. How are you doing? And yeah, doing art because you enjoy it is the best, most fun way to do art. Oh, Emma is asking what the 9,000 is for.
It's for our subscribers on YouTube. We hit over 9,000. So we made a joke to one another, and then I was like,
we could just make that.
Yeah.
And then here we go. Mike made it. You've been getting into animation more lately, like doing more actual animated pieces.
Just my own little skits, yeah.
Yeah, are you having fun?
Yeah. Look, I've got a smear in you.
Oh, nice smear, Mike. That looks radical. Hell yeah.
I've been trying to take the things that you were teaching people during the animorning challenges and applying them.
Oh, that's cool. I'm glad that that's been helpful. This man has a big head, but it's mainly because his hair is massive. It's mainly the hair, guys. And thank you, Emla. Yeah, over 9,000. It's crazy, right? It's very unexpected. I suppose we've been doing it for a while, but it's still shocking to me how many people that is. I think it's a travesty that that's more than Planet Booty have. Planet Booty need more subscribers.
Yeah.
I don't understand why they don't have more subscribers.
I don't know. Maybe just less of a focus on YouTube, but they have like really big videos, so I don't get it.
Yeah, I think they'll explode at some point.
Give us your best cob. Is that bug out for getting? I've got my glasses off because I have to clean them.
Okay.
Give us your best cob bug out for getting over 9,000. What's a cob bug out?
Ah!
Oh, okay.
Ah! Oh, Wasabi! Wasabi, you're too kind. You're much too kind. Verti says, I appreciate Kevin's streams. You feel even more motivated to work out. Is Kevin working out on his streams?
Yeah, he's doing like teaching resistance exercises to people on stream.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
Oh man, I didn't know that. I wonder if the VODs are available.
They are not.
Why, Kevin? What about if I want to do resistance exercises? No, I can't. Kevin, make them available. Kevin.
I think he tried, but
somewhere Kevin's like, I feel like India's screaming at me.
His India sense is tingling.
Oh man, I wish that he'd made them available. You said he tried to. What was the problem?
He said it on during the stream, but it didn't work.
Oh.
No,
I know what you're doing.
I just opened up Uzumaki for you.
Crow mail. It's from David. Let me. Here for my Tad fix. Read a random book excerpt. Poor flavor. Poor flavor. Mike's handing me something. I can't read that bit. That's because this is really dark bit.
Do it.
Okay, let me see if I can find my Tad voice again because it's been a little while.
Oh wow, I just saw this scene. Yeah, do it.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, let me try and remember what Tad sounds like.
Whoa! I pushed the pain away and set my teeth. 5 would have to be enough. I drew my knife lightly across the back of my own arm, just enough to draw a little blood. Then mouthed the proper bindings and drew the blade across the bowstring. Hard. Whoa!
That's a reading from The Wise Man's Fear by Patrick Rothfuss. Keep going. Let's just have a Tad stream of just Tad reading The Wise Man's Fear.
Yeah. Oh.
That's a big book, Mike. I could spend the entire stream reading it.
Yeah.
Maybe one day. Oh! Elaine says to anyone who works in Toon Boom Harmony, can I ask your preferred method of colouring animation? Do you use the art layers?
Yeah, the sublayers, the color art sublayers for sure.
Yeah, Hardick says art layers are a good and fast way to colour in Toon Boom. Yeah, I agree. So I ink everything on the line art layer. I call them sublayers because it's easier than calling them layers because other stuff are called layers. So it gets confusing if you call them that too. So I call them sublayers. But I ink on the line art sublayer and then I essentially just highlight my entire canvas with the selection tool, making sure that I have affect multiple frames selected in the options and permanent selection. And then I push it all down to the colour art layer and then colour using the colour art layer there. As long as you don't have line gaps, it's okay. If you have gaps, then you can use the gap fill tool, but it's a little temperamental. You're stopped what he was doing and said, "What the fuck are you watching?" The wise man's fear. Oh, really? You're working fill, so you do everything in one layer. Interesting. You can do that because they have some nice tools like Paint Unpainted is a good paint bucket tool. That makes things a lot easier.
God damn it.
What is it?
Whenever I like bring up a pop-up on someone's name, my screen isn't big enough to show me the X, so I have to bring it over here to do it.
The screen ain't big enough for the both of us. And it's not me who's gonna leave. Yes, that's great, Verti. Good call out there. Using K to show and hide the vector lines on your line art is good and important, because otherwise you're like, what the heck are all these blue lines doing all over my piece of art?
Okay, let's see if that worked. Yeah! Trashbot's got a sword now.
Awesome. You're doing a trial of 17. Oh, that's cool. I hope it's going well. If you come up with any problems, you can always ask in the peg bar. There's a fair few people who use Toon Boom in there. I love those little emotes. They're so cute.
Whoa! Jesse Jones just hosted us. Jesse J. Jones, thanks for the host, man.
Jesse J. Jones, thank you so much, dude. How you doing? I mean, I don't know if it's an auto host. So I don't know if Jesse, you're actually there, but if you are there, tell us how you are.
Hey there. How you doing?
Yeah.
You're right, my friend.
You're right.
Guys, I really want the Doig hard emote. I have a problem.
You'll get there. You'll get there, Elaine, eventually. Thank you so much for the bits. I'm glad you want it. I'm glad that you guys like it.
I wish that it was like a collective pool. So like when people unlocked it, everyone unlocked it. That'd be cool.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Hisukakan says, "Anywho, what's this stuff? You drawing something?" I am. Yeah, I drawing something. I'm doing some gesture warm-ups.
I'm doing an over 9,000 animation meme. It's my first meme, you guys.
Oh my gosh, is it actually your first meme?
I think so.
That's you.
So like I'm taking the backgrounds and the compositions from the episode in Dragon Ball Z where Nappa's like,
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
Is Nappa like meant to be apple?
oh, I don't know, maybe.
Or is it meant to be nappy?
I
Because
don't
I heard
think
that
it's
other
meant-
people are named after underwear.
I think the Saiyans are supposed to be named after vegetables.
So what's Nappa?
I don't know. I don't know what Nappa's named after. Maybe someone in the chat knows.
I still think it's nappy.
And then Swifty's like, it's over 9,000. So yeah, Apple is a different character. Nappa is cabbage.
Oh,
apparently.
really? Oh, cool. That's better than nappy. I'm happy.
You rhymed with yourself.
Oh. Yeah, today is one of those. I'm so tired, guys. Help me. I can't do gesture sketches because I can't be bothered to be accurate.
Just go with it.
I can't be bothered to draw. Like, I'm too tired. I just want to sleep. Come on, Indy. You can do it. Concentrate. Come on. You got this. Draw the arm. Make it look arm-shaped. For goodness sake.
I think I need to make the 9,000 larger.
Lager. Even lager. Loop. Loopily loop. Is it possible to export the lines and colours separately? It is! Thank you, Habbo, for taking a lane through it. It shows you have to look at your node view, which is intimidating at first, but actually like quite simple and nice when you know what's going on with it.
Hisokaken says, "Who's the animator here?" Well, usually it's India. Who's
Usually it's me.
on the right hand side. Who's the bird on the right hand side? But
That me.
today, me.
Yeah, today it's Mike. Mike's doing the animation today. Usually Mike is more illustration based.
Hence why I'm painting this.
And I am more animation based. But today, I am very tired and I just want to do some gesture warm-ups. You respect the animator? Thank you. You chose wisely. Although I suppose today that's Mike, so today Mike gets the respect. Damn it.
Why did... Oh, I need to drag this back to here then.
Come lie down in bed with you here. I wish, Tib. If only. But sadly, I am trapped here in this apartment in Ireland.
What do you mean trapped?
Trapped.
What do you mean trapped?
Well, outside it's COVID, and inside is all the tasks I have to do for the day. Am I using refs for these gestures? I am, yeah. I have, I think it's Sketch Daily is the one I have up. I have Sketch Daily up next to me. So that's what I'm using.
Also, I didn't think I thanked Coffee Doodles, but thank you so much for the bits. I know I now know you're gunning for that Doig heart emote.
Hell yeah.
It looks like this, Elaine. It looks like this.
Oh, I didn't type it properly.
What if you make
I didn't type it properly a second time as well.
Bertie says, what if I make a dramatic appearance on stream if I visit you again via Chromail? You totally could do that. When we have a Chromail, it'd have to be like, stamps! And then you'd have to run in.
Squawking. If you've ever heard Verdi play Rocket League... India, have you ever heard Verdi play Rocket League?
No, I've heard her play Smash.
Yeah, similar experience.
Which is similar, I think.
Yeah. She squawks near constantly. Every time that she's exerting some sort of like attempt at accuracy or effort, it's like, but squawky.
What have you done to Elaine? That emote, Elaine, just the mouth open. Just ah.
She's so bad at Rocket League.
Really?
Says Habbo.
Bertie? Is that true? I'd expect Bertie to be really good at it.
She's not.
Really? Oh, Bertie, I'm sorry. You're usually so good at video games.
Do you want to join Team Birdie, India? You could play some Rocket League.
I don't think I'd help Team Bertie if I were to join Team Bertie. I need a team that's willing to carry me.
We should have a on-stream Rocket League match.
But Mike, I've never played it before, and
Doig
you play it all
Swift.
the time. That's so unfair.
Doig versus Swift, and you get to pick your team.
That's like you being like, I'll race you through Green Hill Zone, Mike. Let's do it on stream in front of everyone.
Yes. Wait, do you think you would beat me at Green Hill Zone?
Yeah.
You wouldn't beat me at Green Hill Zone.
Excuse me, what's your time?
I don't know. Faster than yours, though.
I see. Right. It's on. Yeah, I get beginner's luck a lot. However, I seem to get lucky. I actually... sometimes I don't. I don't get lucky in Smash Brothers, even though I really hope that I will every time.
Verdi, I have to ask. Is there a particular way of unlocking all the characters in Smash? Because I'm not getting challenged by anyone anymore.
You've missed Sonic.
But what do you mean I've missed Sonic?
Is that what you were thinking about?
Well, yeah, like I haven't unlocked Sonic or Mewtwo or probably a fair few others. Do I have to like play through a different particular mode to do it? Because I know like some you have to buy, but I got challenged by Mewtwo.
You have to buy some.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
What? But you've already bought the game. What
You're
the
right, my
heck?
friend.
Nintendo,
Dang
that's...
it, Doig. You brought this upon yourself.
Oh my
Friend.
gosh. Elaine, thank you so much. I'm really sorry that you feel the need to do this for the emote. I feel bad that people have to get the emote with bits. I don't like it. Oh my gosh. But thank you so much, Elaine. Like, that's super cool and kind of you. But also, I feel like I'm blackmailing you, low-key.
You are.
Oh no, don't say that.
It's the Twitch system.
No. There are things called Fighters Pass where you buy DLC characters. I shouldn't have to buy characters in my Smash game. Smash should give them to me for free for the fact that I've bought the Smash.
Yeah. No, I agree.
What the F? It's like me buying a Sonic game and it being like, welcome to Sonic Adventure. If you want to play Tails' Adventure, you have to buy the DLC. And I'm like, Sega, I effing bought the game. Give me the character that you said would be in there. I buy the characters because I knew they should just download them for you without you having to spend money. It should just be a cool, oh, now this person's available thing. I shouldn't have to spend extra money to get a full roster.
Yeah, I was surprised as well.
Hisoka-kan says, yeah, but why buy a Sonic game? I've been called out harder than I've ever been called out before.
Getting to the truth.
Look. Look, Sonic makes me happy. And I will continue to support and buy the games until they do that, and then I'll stop.
So wait. I have to... What was it Birdie said? I have to...
Base roster is 74 characters.
You'd have
Good!
to do classic mode and you unlock them in a certain order.
Don't want to have to, like, buy 20 of those. If they want to make 75 characters, they can damn well make 75 characters. I shouldn't have to pay extra for them.
No, that's what... The base roster that you don't have to pay for is 74 characters. There's more than 74 characters.
Yeah, but what if I want the other characters?
You have to pay for them!
I don't want to pay for them! Bought the game!
There are now 20 DLC characters to buy. It's the longevity of the game, India.
The longevity of the game can be extended without me having to pay money.
No, it can't. It literally, like, that the money that they get for selling the game goes towards developing more of the game.
Why don't they sell something else like that isn't a character? Because no one would fucking buy it.
Are we?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's Nintendo hurting for money.
Yeah. Well, no, but that's because they sell things. That's how it works.
They
They sell things to make money, so they don't hurt for money, so they can keep making things.
This is the first time that they've made you buy the characters in Smash, right?
I don't know.
This isn't something they need to do. Yes, this is something that'll make them money, but I also think it's kind of dirty to buy a fighting game then have to buy extra characters for it.
No, Smash 4 apparently also had it.
I don't like it. Not a fan.
But you're not a fan of selling anything.
Yeah. I'm a fan of selling some things. Like, I'll buy the game. I'll pay for outfits that are optional.
India,
You know?
you just sold Elaine DLC for our stream.
Like, yeah, like, there are things I'm okay with selling. Because if people, like, want stuff that feels non-essential, then that's totally fine and up to them. But if it's, like, literally the characters in a fighting game, like, that feels like something that every single person is, like, kind of entitled to when they buy the game. The full roster.
Nah, I don't agree. I think if you...
What happened to, yeah, I agree with you, I was surprised too. You said that about 7 minutes ago.
I agree that it was unexpected, but I can see why they do it and agree with why you absolutely agree with India. Okay. See, the thing is we kind of build up these ideas of what a game is and isn't in our heads. Like, you're like, well, if it's got the title Smash Brothers, then everything that was made for Smash Brothers needs to be included in it forever.
That's not what I'm saying, though. Because they can totally charge for things that are non-essential. Like, you want your characters to have different art, like different palettes you can choose, extra outfits. Go wild with selling that shit. If people want it, they can buy it. That makes complete sense. But the characters themselves?
I think you can still fight against the characters. Like,
yeah, but...
Okay.
Yeah, but that's like selling me a Sonic game and then saying if you want to play these stages, though, or as these characters, then you have to pay extra for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not great. I disagree with doing that.
Okay.
Because that to me is kind of should be base content.
I think that I agree.
But you didn't.
No, I'm saying it makes sense for why they do it. But
it does make sense because it makes money.
If I think about the model that Hollow Knight did, where they gave all the DLC free for customers, that's cool.
Wasn't that awesome?
But then the way they make money is off of new customers, and the way they make new customers is by increasing the longevity of the game. It's a more good faith.
And also
practice.
by people recommending it because they're like, they released all the DLC for free and this game is effing awesome.
Yeah.
Like, I do understand why Nintendo do it because I know it makes some money. But I think that the characters being the thing that you have to pay for
How many verts do we have in the chat right now? Oh my gosh.
Do we have all three?
Yeah.
Yeah. We have Vert XCs, and we have Vert MBs, and we have Verdi Bertie. I'm DLC Vert.
Yeah, you know, thinking about the way that Hollow Knight developers, what are they called? Cherry something?
Team Cherry.
Team Cherry, that's it. That's a much more of a good faith way to do it. Three verts make a try.
That's the thing, is like, I think people have become desensitized to companies charging for DLC like this. Like, I think people, as companies, it becomes more and more regular thing for companies to do it. People are getting more and more used to it, and they're calling out when it's unfair less and less. Because they're just kind of desensitized to the fact that companies now will make you pay for a game, make you pay for the console, make you pay to play the console on the internet, and then make you pay for extra content to play in the game on the console on the internet you're paying for.
Yeah.
Like, it's not enough to pay for a phone line in order to pay for the internet, in order to pay for the Wii internet service, in order to play on the Wii that you bought from them, on the game that you bought from them, with the Joy-Cons you bought from them, the SD card that you bought from them to save the game on. You now have to also buy extra content for the game that you already paid for in order to play it.
Yes.
Properly.
Wow.
I just think it's a bit extreme.
You ain't stuttering there.
I'm just saying, man.
The recent episode of the Game Grumps where they're like, we're gonna play some Rocket League. Wait. We have to do what?
Yeah, we have to get an account and then buy PlayStation Plus and then get down an account and then sign in with that.
Yeah.
And, you know, Aaron's not wrong when he's like, I remember when I could effing buy a Mega Drive, buy a cartridge, slap that shit in, and that was it. It would work. I would have the full game.
Yeah.
And I would play it for hours and play it again and again and again.
But that was before gaming became a multi-billion-dollar industry.
Yeah, I'm just saying that maybe some things have not changed for the better.
And Keanu Reeves.
That guy. So yeah. But there are still games that don't make you do that, which I appreciate.
I've worked in a couple mobile game studios, and the talk behind the scenes is just like, it's literally, how can we get How can we lure in whales who are going to spend way more than anyone else?
Well, I mean, that makes sense, though.
Yeah.
I don't actually have a problem with... I know that there was like a big... Everyone had a big... Well, not everyone. There was a lot of people very shocked that this terminology of whales was being used to describe customers for mobile games, but I honestly didn't find it very shocking because it's like, that's just the name they have for like the big customers who are going to stay around for a long time. Like every company wants those customers. Every company's like, how do we attract the fans who are really going to like love the franchise, want to spend the money on it, stick around?
Yeah.
Maybe people just were unflattered by the terminology whale.
Maybe.
Maybe they wanted to be like toucan instead.
Toucans. Yeah, microtransactions. I've never really bought into them.
Ha!
I think the only microtransaction I've ever paid for is for Rocket League.
Yeah. What did you get?
I think I think there's things you get in loot boxes and you have to buy keys, and there was just one point where I had enough money to be like,
Wait, you get loot boxes, but you can't access the loot boxes without paying.
Yeah, you can earn keys as well.
Okay, that's good.
But they're rare.
That's really bad. Oh, I hate it so much. It's such a trick.
Yeah,
I mean,
literally don't buy into it.
At least those loot boxes aren't for like super essential things, though. Like, it's not like you can unlock a new stage in a loot box or anything.
No.
So.
It's all aesthetic stuff. Everyone hates my car.
Why?
I don't know. I freaking love my car.
What's wrong with your car?
Everyone's just like, pfft.
Why do they not like it?
They think it's ugly.
Oh, Mike. I'm sorry.
I love my car in Rocket League.
Why is it ugly?
I don't know why people don't like it. I love him. His name is Grog.
And yeah, I agree, guys. I think when it's just cosmetic, it's kind of okay.
Look, this is my car. I love him. You like a little tank. What do you mean, oh man? Hey.
Oh, I kind of like it, yeah.
Yeah,
It looks like something from Metal Gear.
it's great. It's
Metal
like
Gear.
It's like a little tanky dude. Enhance. Sorry. Yeah, you're right. Copy
Yeah, good shot.
image. Enhance. There you go.
That was a very lame Chromel, I'm sorry. Hold on. Ah! Ah! We have a Chromel! Let's see. This is from Tib. Tib says, I personally disagree with Inja's opinion that cosmetics are fine to be paid for. I don't think self-expression should be a paid extra. Removing the identity of people unable to pay is very malicious, especially in games with a multiplayer focus like Fortnite, where your appearance is randomized between several boring defaults unless you're paying. You know, that's a good point, Tib.
Well, that it exerts peer pressure, where it's like you don't look as cool as us. And
Yeah,
you feel like you want to look as cool as they do.
you're right. The kind of game it is makes a big difference too, because like you said, if it is a game where the focus is on playing with your friends online, then there is a lot of pressure to have an avatar that is different and expresses yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think there for sure. H. Robin says it looks like a lawnmower. And Snappy Curve says, is it a lawnmower?
No, it's the cool tank little dude.
Seems like maybe people think it's a lawnmower.
It does kind of look like one of those. There's a brand of lawnmower.
Mm-hmm.
They look like that, yeah.
Yeah, Fortnite does not look like it's a very, I guess, a user-friendly game to play.
I have watched people play Fortnite,
It doesn't look fun.
and I don't understand how they know what is going on.
I think that we are just old. And also we've never played it. I think what happens is you're meant to build forts and such.
No. I understand how the game is played.
It's just too fast.
I just don't understand how people are processing that information.
I think it's muscle memory. Like, you play it enough, and you understand, like, what button inputs are going to do, and where they're going to be placed and such, and you don't necessarily need to, like, stand and look at it as you're doing it.
Yeah, but...
Like, think about playing, like, Rocket League. You're entering a bunch of the inputs on impulse, because you know that your car is going to respond to it.
Yeah.
I think it's the same kind of thing.
Later, I'm like... Yeah,
Oh,
I watched the tournament that they had on Twitch way back, where the prize money was ridiculous. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
That was my introduction to Fortnite. Until that point, I had not been paying attention. And then I was like, they're giving away how much prize money now? What the
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's a shame. It's a real shame.
But, like, Fortnite is the reason that Epic can do all the funding of everything that they do now.
Yeah. I bet. I wish that esports were kind of less exclusionary to girls. Because it feels very unfair.
I think you feel like there's a culture thing there within it.
Well, I don't feel like there is. There is.
Okay.
Like, it's been demonstrated multiple times.
Yeah.
That there's a culture thing within esports and video games in general that is very unfriendly to females. That makes it kind of hard for you to participate.
Yeah, so it's less they're prohibited and more they're made to feel unwelcome.
Yeah.
Or too welcome.
I don't know if a girl has ever felt too welcome in esports. Yeah. It's just a shame because then people are like, well, like, I guess no girls entered, and it's like, why do you think no girls entered the roster?
Yeah.
It's not because girls aren't interested in video games. I'm just gonna say that right now. You know, there are games that I have dropped off or not played properly because I'm scared to go into voice chat. Because I know what's gonna happen as soon as I open my mouth.
That sucks.
Yeah. So she's not esports, says Josie, but there's a streamer out there called Paladin Amber, and she regularly calls out people being sexist in her streams, and I love it. Always hilarious. Oh, that's cool. I mean, I think calling people out for it is an important part of people recognizing that it exists, because there are still people who, like, don't recognize it exists. You know, predictably, the people who aren't affected by it are the ones who don't think it exists. Even if there's nothing but evidence to the contrary. You should Paladin Amber's clips on Twitter, they're hilarious. Or maybe I should watch some of them just to, like, give myself a little bit of, you know, a perk up.
Yeah, that'd be
It
cool.
sounds nice. Sounds fun to see people being called out for the stuff which irritates me. Yeah, I bet you have Verti.
It's stupid.
Can you imagine if Smash had, like, voice chat?
Growing up, if if I had had friends, I'll just leave that there.
Oh no, Mike! No, that's so sad.
If I had friends who were girls who played video games with me, I would have absolutely adored that.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I wish I'd known you when we were younger. I think we would have had a blast together.
Yeah, I think it would have been really, really fun.
Mm-hmm. Did Smash 4 have voice chat, Verti? Iwaso says Smash voice chat would be so toxic. Yeah, I feel like it would. I'd be surprised.
I'm just thinking. I'm remembering. I'm like, if I had friends.
Stop saying that. It's so sad.
Yeah, I didn't really have I didn't really talk to girls that much until maybe like high school, like 3rd or 4th or 5th year or something.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
I used to talk to boys all the time. Like some of my best friends.
Oh, I mean, I would talk to them, but it would never be kind of like we were having a conversation as like a friendly chat. It would always just be like, "Hey, can you
can you pass me
something or whatever?" Yeah.
I think like it's weird. I think it's kind of part of how, I don't know, like all I can say is that when I went to junior school, like I had a bunch of dude friends and we used to hang out all the time and it was awesome and like no one cared. And then I moved. And when I moved and went to high school, secondary school, that's when it started to feel like I couldn't talk to any guys without them like making fun of me.
Right. Yeah.
So I don't know whether that's like when the separation feels like it starts, because in junior school no one cared like about who was a girl and who was a boy.
Yeah.
Like we were all just kids.
I think I find it tough fitting in at school because everyone would kind of live next to each other. So they would hang out after school, but I lived in another town, so I would get driven to and from school. So I didn't really get to socialize outside of school with the kids that were in my class. So I was just kind of an outsider for most of primary school.
Yeah. And Tib says, girls don't want someone that would adore a girl who's playing with them though, they just want to play the game. It's true. What girls want is not to be seen as a girl, primarily. Like, generally, I think we don't necessarily want our gender to define how people react to us. We just want people to react to us as though we're people. Not some rare zoo animal.
Fair enough.
You know?
I can see the difference.
Hormones ruin everything. Yeah, down with hormones. Girls are people, that is a fact. It's true. That is a truth. Never a truer truth was spoken. Darkwell says, zoo animals.
When I visited India's apartment for the first time, next to your TV you had like fair few consoles.
Aye.
And I didn't walk in and go,
What?
I was like, you have all these awesome things, but you're a girl? I was just thinking,
how unexpected. I didn't expect a girl to enjoy things like this. Thank you for not doing that.
That wasn't my reaction. It was like, oh man, this is awesome. I feel kindred.
Yeah, I think it should be more like, oh, awesome, someone who's into the same stuff I am. This is really cool. Now we can do this stuff together. Together.
We do.
I really want to, when all these deadlines are wrapped up, I really want to play Skyrim together with Mike.
Skyrim together?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Which is a Skyrim mod where it's made multiplayer.
Can I be a werewolf?
I mean, yeah, you can be whatever you want, dude. It's our world.
I'm gonna be a werewolf then. A werewolf carpenter.
Oh, Bertie, that's such a big thing, is the designs for male versus females in games. It's ridiculous.
Oh, it's so fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, not even the designs, but the movement themselves. The movements, the way they choose to direct the voice acting for them, the dialogue they write for them. Yeah. It is a good thing when life partner's also a co-op partner. It's fun. Yeah, Kurzak, multiplayer Skyrim. It looks really fun. There's a multiplayer Skyrim. I've heard that there's a few bugs in it, because obviously that's like quite a big mod. That's a fair few changes to make for that.
Is this for Steam or something?
Yeah, but it's apparently like very playable. And I mean, is there anything that sounds more fun? I don't know.
I might just be a werewolf blacksmith.
The only downside is that I think both people have to have the game.
Do you have the game?
I don't know if I have it on PC. Because I played it on my Xbox. Wait, no, I played Skyrim on my PS4.
PS4s weren't out back then.
PS3?
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah. I remember because it was different for me to buy something for the PS3 and not for the Xbox.
Multiplayer Breath of the Wild would be so much fun.
Oh my gosh! Can you imagine? I mean, I secretly hope that's what they're doing. I don't secretly hope, I blatantly hope that's what they're doing with Breath of the Wild 2, even though I'm almost 100% certain they're not. But that would be amazing.
There's RT Game or RT Gamer is doing a playthrough of Breath of the Wild at the moment, and it is, if they die, they delete their save, and it's racking up a lot of interest because he's on like day 6 or 7 of it now.
Yeah. Tib, you're thinking of Hilda. Oh man, I could get into that discussion again, but yeah, you know that I agree with you on that. That female design for the giant it's just the symbol on the front of ladies' bathrooms. It's so disappointing. The male design was so cool.
Well, the male design felt alien.
It did. It felt like a monster, like a giant. Female design, literally, like, her body naturally had a dress shape.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so cringy! It's so cringy! Stop! Please stop. Character designers, I know you know better. I feel like a lot of times people are hamstrung by the production companies.
I've not seen that. Have you seen the Avatar the Airbender game a guy's making on Dreams on the PS4?
Well, I haven't. That sounds rad.
I kind of want to get Dreams.
I've heard that it's a very difficult system to use.
Oh.
So the games that you get from it, like, there's a limitation to the kind of game you're going to get. Because the software itself is very, like...
Really?
That's what I hear.
Oh.
Yeah, literal mountains for boobs, too. You have to have boobs. Of course you do. Well, female giant, put some lipstick on that. Put some boobs on. Where are the eyelashes? It needs a bow. Gotta get a skirt in there. Does it have heels yet?
Does it have heels yet?
All the things that make a woman a woman.
Oh no,
It's so cringy and awful. But it feels like that's the mentality behind it, though. And it sucks.
Yeah, I feel like the concept of what
a woman is
womanly is so ass backwards.
It really is. Like, it's time to move on.
You're barely a woman.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Full on pine trees as eyelashes. Oh my gosh. Our idea of what a man and what a woman is needed to evolve, like... Well, it didn't even need to evolve, it just didn't need to be this idea in the first place. It's like hamstrung so many stories and designs, and it's hamstrung so many people's perceptions and attitudes. Did we hear J.K. Rowling's broken definition of women as people who menstruate? No, but I mean, that sounds perfectly reasonable to me, just like my definition of a man is person who builds table.
That... I don't really want to get into the J.K. Rowling
That's fair.
fog.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
But she didn't define. That wasn't her definition.
Wasn't it? I have not been
I don't think so.
a party to this drama. I have simply seen people on Twitter screaming about J.K. Rowling, and I was like, must be a Tuesday.
I think it was more like someone wrote an article addressing menstruation, but either the title or something in it, because I haven't read that article, because whatever.
Because research.
Yeah. But from what I saw, it was like her tweet was, "You mean a woman?" But then the reaction to that was like, not all women menstruate, so it's not like people who menstruate is a far more inclusive way to say it. So yeah.
I still think it's kind of a dumb way to say it. but sure.
Anyway, video games.
Yeah.
I disagree with the sentiment of J.K. Rowling can burn in hellfire. I think discussions need to be had between...
With J.K. Rowling?
Yeah.
Someone needs to sit her down.
Well, I think the reaction should be less, she needs to die in hellfire, and more like...
Why are people so misguided?
Yeah. Have the conversations and figure that shit out.
Yeah, I mean, the thing that's interesting to me is, why do people think this way in the first place, and how can we, like, stop ourselves from teaching people in the future to think that way? You know? How can we fix the broken perception of gender stereotypes and roles?
Alright, you guys are super going into the weeds with this.
The weeds?
Someone explain to me
Explain!
the J.K. Rowling thing.
Oh, well, I thought you didn't want to talk about it. Now you're asking people...
People in her chat are just like, she's so disappointing because she has so much influence. She's irredeemable, and I wish to understand.
Well, I feel like... I mean, this is just me who hasn't delved into this very deeply at all. But I feel like it's kind of a multifaceted thing. I think it might not just be the one thing she said, and more kind of many things she said building up over time, along with the kind of people she sympathizes with.
Right.
So I think if you're looking for like a quick, easy answer, you're probably not going to find one. You know?
Alright.
Yes, Vert MB, I agree. I hate... I'm sorry, guys. If anyone here likes this or is excited to like have one or go to one, I'm sorry, this is just my opinion. But I really dislike those gender reveal baby things.
Okay.
Oh, my goodness. Like, as if it matters. Doesn't matter! It's like, your child has brown hair!
I don't know what a gender reveal party is. I'm sorry.
So, parents will get a bunch of friends over, and then they'll have like a black balloon or something, and then they'll be like, we're gonna reveal what the gender of the baby is, and then they pop the balloon, and there's like pink dust if it's a girl and blue dust if it's a boy, and everyone's like, yeah! When it happens.
Oh.
And there's a lot of hilarious videos of it going wrong,
Oh.
where like the balloon floats off into the sky, never to come back. Or explodes or something.
Right, okay. Okay, so it's like there's a huge anticipation and build up to a reveal.
Oh my gosh, I was so sad. Didn't someone's grandma explode from homemade gender reveal fireworks? No! It's not worth Granny's life! Not worth it. Yeah, sorry. You go and look at the J.K. Rowling explanations, Mike.
Okay.
Like, putting the gender reveals aside for a second, because they're stupid.
Okay, so Doig, J.K. Rowling is incredibly transphobic and put out an essay that essentially read, "But men in women's bathrooms." Okay. What?
I have no problem with unisex bathrooms, and I don't understand. I think a lot of people's arguments is that women will get assaulted in unisex bathrooms if you let men in. But I also think I read somewhere that that was propaganda put forward by an anti-trans campaign, where they were spreading that rumor based on fake evidence in order to try and scare people into not letting people have unisex bathrooms.
Right.
I mean, that's just me. I understand if people are uncomfortable. Obviously, everyone is different. I would be perfectly comfortable having a unisex bathroom.
Is it not more
that's just
like? Is it a case of? Man, this shit is. This slope is slippery.
Yeah. I mean, they're important issues, though.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, people's safety is important. Can't pretend it's not. So, like, I think it's important to discuss it.
Do you wish to be a VIP, Verdi?
Oh yeah, we could make you a VIP, Verti, if you want. She was saying that cis women are in danger from trans women in bathrooms. What? Why? What are they gonna do? Pee aggressively at you? Yeah, Tib. Number 1, there has never been an instance of trans people attacking someone in a bathroom. 2, why are you teaching that men are evil? There are many problems. Yes, Elaine, thank you. Maybe teach men not to assault women at all. Maybe it's not a trans issue. Maybe it's an issue with just teaching people not to assault others. You know? Maybe that's where we should start. Instead of dividing people based on gender, maybe we should just try and lessen that entire situation.
I'm doubtful her argument boils down to or is entirely encapsulated by men in women's bathrooms, though. There has to be more nuance to it than that. That's ridiculous.
I don't know. Sometimes people are cartoonishly blunt in their opinions, though, and you're like, how can you really think this? Like, you've seen some of the race stuff going on recently, and I'm like, wait a second, these people aren't cartoons, they actually think this.
Yeah.
And it's like, how? I can't believe people like this exist. But they do. They do. It's something I'm learning. Is that, yeah, some people are just are. Like, that racist or that sexist or...
I think all of the things, the way you're saying this to me is like, it basically is this, or it's basically that, or it boils down to this one concrete binary thought.
To be fair, you were asking for people to boil it down for you.
That's true. What was I? Yeah. Could someone sum up for me? Fair enough. I can see why you'd have issue with that.
I can see why everyone would have an issue with that. That's so weird. It's strange to like the books so much and then find out that the person has these weird warped beliefs. You know? I reckon you should sample Swifties ran into a lo-fi hip-hop song. I'd love that.
That'd be cool.
Beats to not be transphobic too. Oh, the response by Radcliffe. So, does someone mind summing up for me what that was? Because I scrolled past that on Twitter, but I did not click on it because I was like, this J.K. Rowling thing is a rabbit hole that I am not currently having the brain space to deal with.
Yeah.
Oh, basically she believes that trans women should not be allowed to call themselves women. Allowed to call yourself a woman. so weird. People seem so scared that their identities are going to be erased by others, like having stuff that they also have. Like, white people seem so intimidated by like black people being treated equally. People who aren't females seem so intimidated by females being treated equally. People who aren't trans seem so scared of trans people being treated equally. I'm just like, why? Like, it's not like your rights will be infringed upon if other people have rights too. It's more complex than that, I guess. I think, yeah. I just don't get the mindset of why you would not want more people to like be better off. People are like so scared that they will lose what they have. No, my privilege. You know? Vert MB says, I remember someone telling me I shouldn't be allowed to marry another man because it invalidates straight marriage. It doesn't! Your straight marriage is incredibly valid!
Also, your straight marriage...
But so is mine!
Also, your straight marriage is stupid. Marriage is stupid. Stop marrying people. It's stupid.
Michael. That's a very personal opinion. People can marry if they want to marry. Just because marriage isn't for us. But yeah, that's the thing, is like, it invalidates straight marriage? How? Your straight marriage is still just as valid as it ever was. People not being straight doesn't invalidate straight people. It just doesn't invalidate gay people.
Yeah.
That's the only thing.
I saw it was on the Daily Show with Trevor Noah, and there was like 2 lines that were discovered to be gay, and there was someone who was just like, must be all those gay people teaching them. It's just like,
that's it.
I don't think that's how it works, you guys.
No, that's it.
And the comparison he goes is, man,
they're onto us.
Gay people must be so good at training animals. I can't get my dog to sit, but they're teaching lions to love one another.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, I can't think of anything more evil than teaching creatures to love. That's, yeah. I mean, that's what I mean when I say you think that people couldn't be that stupid. And then you're like, oh wow, you actually believe that. You actually believe that gay people taught the animals to be gay. Wow, okay. You're not a cartoon, you're a real person.
It's just, I want to marry so I can have a huge wedding and brag about how my love is better than everyone else's, and I'll force everyone to wear green to show off their envy.
Nice.
Oh man, you want to get married for the tax money cuts. Oh jeez.
Yeah, I have a friend, and I'm fairly sure that might be why they got married. Is because it makes things easier. The whole system is built to make things easier when you're married than when you are not married. But with someone.
I wonder why.
Yeah, I know, right?
I wonder why that is the case. Why is that set of laws and rules surrounding marriage so beneficial to those who are married? I don't get it.
That's a rant for another day.
Seems arbitrary.
Mine was basically a rubbing my older sister's face. Like, spite. Preparing a wedding does seem stressful, yeah. Or at least that's what sitcoms have told me, is that it's the most stressful thing in the world. Seems like just a whole lot of stuff to organise for a whole lot of people.
That's why there's like professions.
Like wedding planners.
Yeah. I'm gonna make this one do this one do this.
Elaine says only because your mother makes it stressful. Calling your mother out.
Oh man, I have 3 siblings. I wonder if any of them will ever get married and whether I'll ever experience my mum trying to help.
Oh, Vert says, are we a couple? Yeah, we're a couple.
Oh man,
A couple of goofs.
is that not obvious?
I don't know.
I don't know if it's obvious.
I don't know if it's obvious.
I
I don't think it needs to be obvious. So.
I did call you barely a woman earlier.
You barely a woman. Can't believe you said that to me in front of the entire world. We don't smooch enough. That would be really gross on microphone. Can you imagine all the
ASMR
mouth
smooching.
noises?
That must exist somewhere.
Does it make anyone else uncomfortable when people kiss in films and then you get like a really pronounced like lip smack
No, I don't
tongue
think so.
effect? Like, I'm like, please don't.
This is just like we've hugged on stream before,
That's true.
but
Not
that's
that you
less
can
audible.
see it.
Yeah.
You can hear the squeeze. But friends can hug too, is the thing.
That's true.
And should. Hugs are really good for the soul. I recently discovered something interesting about myself. And since this is I'm helping to host a stream, I'm gonna make it all about me.
I got a hug from a girl in high school, and it was the most wonderful moment of my high school life.
Never mind, Mike's made it all about him. I'm just joking. That's great, Mike. What was the context?
I think it was just after having performed in a in a play as a Smurf.
Whoa, it must have been a good performance. You moved people to hug you for it.
I think we were both in the play, and I got to hang out with her a little bit. But I think it was like it was the end of year thing, so it was kind of like a goodbye hug for the holidays.
That's sweet.
It was real cool.
That's sweet. That means you guys must have been pretty good friends. Like, even if you didn't feel like you were, the fact that she was like, I'm gonna hug you to say goodbye is like super nice.
Yeah.
We must, you know.
Memorable.
Well, yeah, I mean, you remember it now, so.
Yeah. It just,
Cutting a cake with a sword is one of your life goals.
it just shows you how devoid of hugs my life was up until that point.
Oh, no! Stop saying such sad stuff on the stream. Like, I have no friends and I never got hugged as a child. That's so sad. Yeah, Bryony, I think for me, a wedding would be an opportunity to try and make a massively themed party. Like, I'd love to have a Monster Hunter wedding.
Oh my gosh.
Where we all, like...
Can I be the monster?
No. I'd have to kill you.
Oh.
Like, we'd be monster hunters and everyone would be dressed in cool stuff and we'd have, like, really cool food that would be themed around it.
Would we have big foam weapons, though?
We would have tiny cats running around serving people things. And yeah, we'd have giant foam weapons, of course.
Would you just put, like, little harnesses on cats
I don't know
to
what I'd
carry
do.
entrees? and
I
stuff?
might ask a bunch of 3-year-olds if they want to get into mascot suits.
You would hate them.
I don't know. If they were dressed as cats. I don't know.
Make a monster cake so you can kill it.
Yeah, exactly. Wouldn't that be great?
Ah!
It'd be like a
Stabbing
Raphalos
it.
head or something.
You just get, like, a big hammer and swoosh the cake.
Yeah, so I mean, the thing I was gonna say regarding hugs is just like I realized recently that there's a thing that some people have where they don't like being touched lightly by things, or things kind of hovering around personal space, and they get great comfort from if there's a hug or something, there being a certain amount of pressure in the hug. And find comfort in things like weighted blankets and such. And I discovered that I'm one of those people. I didn't realize it was a thing before, but I read a bit about it and I was like, that sounds like exactly the way I feel about everything. So that was interesting to learn that that is a thing that some people have. Where it kind of freaks them out to have someone make contact with them, but in like a brush your shoulder kind of way, or a light pat kind of way, or a gentle hug kind of way, and they're kind of comforted by a certain amount of pressure being put on them.
Yeah. Oh, Verdi's saying Just thinking of how hugs mean a lot to young teens to go so far as to think it's flirting. Man, how deprived those young lads are.
Oh man, yeah. It's a shame that hugs aren't normalized more, you know? Because hugs are wonderful. They're just like wonderful sources of comfort.
I think you could put me in the camp of males or whatever who would get a hug and be like, what does this mean?
Yeah.
But it was not like, whoa, she's flirting with me now, this is great. I remember we had a friend who came over and visited us, and she like casually put her arm around me, and like I think we were like sitting watching a film or something,
Mm-hmm.
and I suddenly felt like, whoa, is this okay? What will India think? What is happening? And then India, it didn't like bat an eye, and I'm just like, oh, this is okay. All right.
I
This
think
is
some
cool.
people are just like slightly more touchy-feely than others, and some people are way more comfortable with hugs and personal contact between friends than others are. And I'm one of the people who is like, I have like a personal bubble, and it's not like I don't like hugs. Like, I'm just not a very touchy-feely person myself. So Mike probably hasn't got a lot of experience with casual, like, just touching and such, but some people
Casual touching.
do. Yeah.
I touch you all the damn time.
I'd like to be able to do that more casually. I do need a hug a day, at least. It's important to me.
But yeah, I think I'm really affectionate to like one specific person. But outside of that, I'm not. Like I will give and receive hugs. But I wouldn't say I'm a huggy person.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Little guy says you don't just casually put an arm around someone. I mean, she did. It was pretty casual.
Yeah. And that's when I learned that it's okay.
Like, I could never put my arm casually around someone because I'm way too anxious. But someone as chillax as our friend definitely can.
Boobs make hugs better. I'm doing you all a solid, says Coffee Doodles.
Josie says my husband has joined the huggy group, but he is 6'3" and 250 pounds, so he has to be careful. I mean, he sounds like he would make like a great hugger because he would be able to like completely envelop you in his arms.
Yeah.
Jeff Barnes, I was once at a family cookout playing some bongos and this random passerby just came up to me and put her arm around me. I was scared. Yeah, I think it's a little stranger when you are a stranger, when you don't know them at all. Like, if you're friends, then that's something that you guys can like get used to together, and there's like a level of trust there. But being like touched by random strangers, I'm not a huge fan of that. Like, there has to be a level of trust. You know, which is something that I have with all my friends, so I'm perfectly fine with hugs from friends.
Yeah. As am I.
But if someone just came up to me and hugged me, I'd be like, ah!
Yeah, yeah. I think there needs to be like a
It's an intimacy thing.
mutual, a consensual hug. A non-consensual hug is not okay. I remember, what was it? I remember Declan telling me stories about like how he and his friends would play practical jokes on one another, of a touchy kind.
Mm.
And I remember like during I remember during the animator meetup, Declan put his hand, I think, on my chair just before I was sitting down on it or something. Effectively, my ass touched his hand. And I was shocked. I was like, whoa.
Oh no.
He's touching my butt. And then being like, oh, cool. We've reached a stage in our friendship now where he feels okay to do that. And I was like, awesome.
Oh, that's kind of sweet in a kind of warped way.
Right? He feels comfortable enough to touch my butt. Butt touching level achieved.
Oh, H. Robun, don't worry. Italian took everyone to Greek. Well, that's a cultural thing as well, so don't even worry about it. I think it's just because, like I said, I'm a very anxious person. And I'm used to, like, I have a bubble around myself physically because, number one, I'm not a super touchy person. And number two, I'm an only child and didn't have a huge amount of friends growing up and kept my distance from everyone. So I've never really had a chance to get used to people being touchy-feely. And so now as an adult, like it's just something that is not something that I'm used to. If I grew up in Italy where everyone hugged to greet, then I would probably be much better adjusted to the world than I am right now.
Yeah, I think knowing what you're comfortable with and what you're not comfortable with is good. I think sometimes you can be uncomfortable with something but then realize that it's okay. But if you not have experience of it before that, then it's like vegetables. You're like, I don't like carrots, and you have one, you're like, oh, it's actually alright.
Yeah.
But there needs to be trust there. Like, you can't just be like, oh, I'm gonna make them enjoy hugs. You can't force someone to become more comfortable with intimacy. Not even just intimacy, but like closeness. Because yeah, you need to be able to trust people that you're around.
That's true.
You have to trust carrots to like them.
Elaine says, Indy, just carry a water spray bottle and spray it at me like a cat. No, Elaine, please do glomp me. That's the thing, is like any of my friends are totally welcome to hug me anytime. And more than that, hugging is something that I want to become like better adjusted to from people. Like, I'm just usually a very solitary person and I grew up that way. So I'm not used to it, but it's something that I want to become more familiar with and get used to.
I had an experience of like a guy in school, high school, like there was a thing going around because like homophobic jokes were all the rage back in 2002, 2003, around that time. There was a point where a guy next to me, like, he put his hand on my leg, but then he looked at me like in the face,
dead in the eye,
waiting for me to freak out or react or something. And I just sort of like looked from his face down to my leg and then back up at him and went, are you enjoying yourself? Are you having fun? And the quickness of his hand going away, of like, oh, I haven't made him uncomfortable, and now I've implied that he is doing it because he wants to touch my leg. The just inbuilt like homophobia that he had was like, whoa, no, he's turned it around on me. And I'm just like,
yeah, I think that's always my worry with that kind of joke though, like where people try and make people uncomfortable by being overly familiar with them, is that I worry sometimes that it's rooted in something like homophobia, where they're assuming it's going to make people uncomfortable, and that's funny because they themselves have like a stigma about that.
Yeah, it's like, I'm gonna make I feel uncomfortable about this, but I'm brave enough to like touch your leg to call you out on. It's just like, so
it's like that kind of humor. I'm like, okay, but also like you do realize like that shouldn't be something that is as funny to you as it potentially is.
Yeah, it's like, if you want to touch my leg, just go for it, dude. I have a suspicion that they were maybe dealing with some feelings.
Oh, you think maybe they were closeted?
Possible. I can't say for sure though, because
I can't say. Some people are just homophobic, which is very sad to say. Direct eye contact. Yeah, it's a power move no matter what you do. Direct eye contact is terrifying.
Mike's gaydar tingling. I don't know.
Yeah, Verti, I hope so. Because sometimes, like, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I do worry a little bit about that. There's like so much of the humor with Dan and Aaron is like them, you know, pretending that they're gonna kiss and they have feelings for one another and everything. And I'm like, I really enjoy their wholesome relationship, but also I hope that them laughing about that isn't like, it's funny because it's like, it would never ever happen because we would never ever because we feel like this about it.
It's a tricky one.
Yeah, it's like, I hope that it's not like, it's funny because it's so wildly off that it could never happen, and that's hilarious. You know?
I think if you take that take on it, then it casts shade on what their behavior. But
yeah,
I think they do it to one another because they're comfortable with one another to make those kinds of jokes. And I don't think it's out of phobia or anything like that. I think it's more acceptance of homosexuality than unacceptance of it.
Because I feel like I feel like they're both like in support of gay people for sure.
Like I worry that
I just hope that it's not like, because that type of humor's become popular, maybe it's a type of humor that people sometimes do without necessarily thinking about the implications of them laughing about how wild it would be if they were gay.
You
know?
I don't know. Maybe we can get some thoughts from the chat on that.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, you don't enjoy hugs? That's a shame. That's okay. If you don't enjoy them, you don't enjoy them. And if you know that about yourself, then that's great, because that's something you can be like, you know, it's not for me. I appreciate other people enjoy it, but not for me.
Because you don't...
If they accept they were gay, they'd totally be in a relationship. Well, yeah.
I think that we don't want to get to a point where it's like you can't make gay jokes, because isn't it not more inclusive to make gay jokes than to not make gay jokes? In
a way, in a manner of speaking.
I think what's important is that they're not ridiculing. They're not making fun of gay people. Like, they're making.
Well, it's like Bertie says in chat. Like, she puts it really well, which is, I think it's more an acceptance of the ridiculousness of homophobia, which is how I interpret it. Yeah, like them doing that stuff is kind of almost calling out people for being uncomfortable about it.
Yeah.
And saying it would be stupid to be uncomfortable about it.
I mean, you've talked with me in the past about like certain uncomfortabilities that I have.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for instance, would I wear a skirt? No, probably not. Mm-hmm. Is that like some deep set, like deeply set kind of uncomfortability and embarrassments associated with that? And then when you actually break it down and logistically take away the irrational fear, it's just a piece of cloth.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean
I mean,
anything.
Men already wear it, they just call it different stuff.
Oh yeah, like a kilt. Like, I wouldn't wear a kilt either.
Or a robe, or like any of that kind of stuff that is worn by people in different cultures.
But one of the reasons I wouldn't want to wear a skirt is I think they're ridiculous just for practical reasons as well. Like, I wouldn't want to find myself in a skirt because...
Let's not pretend that that's the main reason, though.
No, it's not. There is deeply, like, if someone saw me in a skirt...
Yeah, it's socially unacceptable.
Yeah. But when I logically think about how ridiculous that construct is, I'm like, that is ridiculous to feel.
Yeah, it's so silly.
So I have these, like, two... Like, I can both rationalize that it's a ridiculous belief to have, and also still have that, like, I wouldn't wear it.
Yeah, still feel the, like, pent up anxiety when you think about doing it, in terms of, like, what it would imply about you, which is really silly. Josie says, my husband wants a kilt so bad. Yeah, they are expensive, aren't they, actually? They're super expensive.
You went to your friend's wedding in a sort of like
In a suit.
suit-ish. Like, it wasn't a suit, but it was a suit.
It was
if
a
you know
suit.
what I mean.
Yeah, I went in black trousers and a suit jacket.
And you got a lot of commentary about like, oh wow, like there were women there who were like in dresses going, oh man,
I wish I'd worn a suit. And I was like, should have worn a suit, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like the social pressure to wear a dress because you're a woman going to a wedding is weird. I think suits look cool and sharp as F. Yes, can we make pockets? I mean, the endless fight continues, Elaine. The endless fight continues for pockets.
That's interesting. Burton B's like, a friend gave me a tie as a present, and I was like, this is a really cool tie, but it turned out to be from a women's clothes shop, and I was like, oh no. And then I realized, wait, why does that matter?
Yeah, it's a tie.
Can we just cancel jeans?
Cancel. You know what? I'm kind of for that. Like, I wear jeans sometimes.
I don't think I've worn jeans for like 5 or 6 years.
But like, since I'm working from home the majority of the time, the pressure to look like a functioning human is lessened. And so most of the time I'll wear very, very sloppy pants or a skirt, something that like my legs are very unrestrained in, you know?
What does Doig wear? It's usually like canvas pants or jogging bottoms.
Yeah, jogging bottoms 90% of the time.
I've turned into my dad.
Don't say that.
Fashion wise, my day to day, like for my entire life growing up, my dad wore pretty much
What you're wearing.
what I'm wearing right now, yeah.
Oh man.
And I was like, dude must be comfy. But yeah, jogging bottoms and a t-shirt. When he went to work, he would wear jeans
Yeah.
and a t-shirt, which is that's like
Yeah.
default John Smith wear.
I remember when I started working at Sega, and the first like couple of days I went in and I had like, you know, a shirt underneath a jumper. And then very quickly I realized that every single person in the office was like in jeans and a t-shirt. And then I was like, okay, time to break out the Sonic t-shirts then, I guess.
Whoops.
Happy.
Yeah.
Nice to be able to wear something casual in the workplace.
Where was that at?
At Hardlight.
What did you go in the first day?
A shirt with a cardigan over the top of it. You know, like those one-piece ones that you can buy.
Yeah.
Where they kind of assemble it for you so you look like you're coordinated. Because they look kind of semi-professional but also casual.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of the thing you were wearing when I first met you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was teaching, so I was like, I should wear something that makes me look semi-professional.
Profesh.
Yeah.
I still remember you walking toward me that first time. In your
my Raptor
high
boots.
heels. Yeah.
They weren't even high. Like, but I just never ever wear
heels.
any kind of heels.
Raised heels or whatever.
Yeah, they were slightly raised.
I was so nervous.
I could not walk.
I was so nervous I couldn't walk.
Like, it made me feel better to wear those for my teaching job because I was teaching at a college, which meant that every single person in the class was taller than me. And I felt very weird as a teacher to be shorter than everyone.
It shouldn't have mattered.
It just makes me feel more authoritative to be taller.
You should just carry around a little step ladder.
I think that would undermine the feeling I'm going for.
Now listen. Steps up a couple of steps. Oh, what's Habbo's point? What did Habbo say? I missed it.
I think I was talking about...
You can only wear jeans with plaid shirts.
Wait, what's this association with gay? I want to know. That's amazing. Jeans associated with gay. That's amazing. The dominance heals. It's true! Yeah, Tib, you're so fashionable. So you're like ridiculously elegant. I would really like to dress like a street urchin. A street urchin or a hedge witch. But whenever it actually comes time to get clothes on, I'm always just like, I'd rather wear something comfy. Because I love the fashion of it. I love the way the clothes look. But also, high-waisted pants tight and shirt not as comfortable as giant slompy twerp t-shirt. So
I need to stop just adding details where I don't need them.
have I seen those mod witch hats? No? What mod witch hat? That sounds cool. Sometimes I wear a cloak. Because that's fun. I have a really nice, like, grey cotton soft cloak. That's like a little winter cloak.
You
It's
have
real
it.
nice.
Yeah, you have a really. Your mum and or your parents.
My
got
mum
you-
nailed it.
Yeah.
I asked my mum for a cloak a couple of Christmases ago and she got it for me and I was like, this is perfect.
It wasn't like a fancy dress cloak.
No,
Or some.
that
some
wouldn't be
weird-
me.
Yeah, some weird. Not weird. Sorry, I don't mean to be weird. I mean.
You watch your mouth when you're talking about cloaks, Doig.
I don't mean weird. I mean the kind of cloak where someone has tried to make it
Super.
fantasy.
Yeah.
Like
It's not like a black cloak with a velvet purple trim and like beads hanging off it or anything.
Yeah, it was a very practical hobbit cloak.
Yeah, it's just like a grey woolen understated thing and it's I love it so much. It's so soft and it makes me feel good. It's that whole pressure thing again, I swear. It's like a weighted blanket when I wear it.
I think for me it's like it's a mark of quality.
Quality.
Quality, yeah.
Oh, Doodle Curls, you sent it to me on Discord. Let me see. Let me have a look.
I just realized I have 25 messages.
You have 25 messages on Discord. What is it?
It's from my secret study club.
What secret study club?
I got a secret study club.
Excuse me?
Oh. Cool, I'm gonna look at this properly later. Yeah, I got a secret study club. Habo,
Excuse
do you
me?
want into the secret study club?
Wait, what are you studying?
Sexy lady study club.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's fair. Bryony, I can't see it. Where did you send it? Is it in the peg bar?
Habo's like, excuse me, Doig? Secret study club? Yes, I do, of course. Why am I not in?
It's a fair question.
I should clarify what that is. It's I want to be able to learn to draw like more appealing drawings, but with the slant of drawing like more like pin-up stuff, because a lot of the figure drawing stuff holds in dirty joke. A lot of the figure drawing stuff I do is very academic, and I appreciate how much appeal that Emlet and David are able to get into their work. So I was asking them to help me.
Bryony, this is so cool. It's a really understated witch hat, basically. It's like woolen, and it's just kind of woven into that shape. It's wonderful. It's wonderful, Bryony. A modern hat for the modern witch. Feel free to post the link into chat if you want.
I don't want to draw disproportionate whammons. I want to draw
Right.
I don't know how to phrase it. You need that. You need that in your life right now.
Isn't it great?
You need that in your life right now. How much is that?
It's $24.
Fucking... Let me see it again. Oh. Oh. How does it hold its shape?
I don't know. I guess it's just stitched that way.
Modern hat with the modern wit. Would you go with that color?
I don't know. Look, there's black, there's navy, there's grey. The grey one's pretty nice.
Yeah,
I like this one as well, the light grey. And I like this one, the brown one. The red one's a cool, bold choice.
Yeah.
I'd feel like Snufkin. He
Yeah.
has a green hat, but
Yeah.
I'd feel like
Ow.
dude from Over the Garden Wall. You want one so bad. Oh man. So good. Well, I think we have to head off because I was planning to head off at 10 o'clock and now it's 11:15.
We got talking about stuff.
We did. We had lots of conversations about stuff. We should all buy this hat, everyone, and then have a hat convention.
Birdie says, just you wait, guys. I'll be swole and hot. You do it, Birdie.
Do it! Get strong.
Abimation! Hey again. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, we were just about to wrap up. I'm sorry. You think you'll get on your first paycheck for your new job? Way! Also, yeah, exciting. It's starting soon, right? Brainy?
What's starting?
Oh,
What's
it's Bry's
starting?
new job.
Oh, wow. Awesome.
She's at the same place, but on different project.
Different project. A different position, maybe, as well.
Yeah, potentially.
Bryony's so cool.
Yeah, she is. Start 6th of July.
I don't know about you guys, but I wish I could just hang out all day. here.
Yeah, I 100% do too. Also, a nap. I wish my day could alternate between me sleeping and then chatting with you guys. But unfortunately, I must away.
I have to say thank you for for discussing stuff that we did in the chat today with like grace and openness and everything. I really appreciate being able to talk about certain things in the chat and have people have like constructive conversations. So thanks for keeping it elegant, you guys and gals and everything in between.
Dignity. Always dignity. My favorite quote for one of my favorite movies, Singing in the Rain.
Oh,
12-hour hangout stream soon. Oh, be good. That would be good.
12-hour hangout stream.
Mm-hmm. Can you imagine how fun that would be?
Yeah.
It is a good community. We can't cancel you. I mean, you could. There are so many things you would cancel us over. I put milk into my tea before I put hot water in, for one thing. And I will not apologise for it.
What? You're heathen.
I
Doesn't
know.
that curdle the milk? Didn't
No.
you damage the milk
Nope.
things?
Nope, it does not
I
damage
got-
the milk.
I got told that the best tea was made while the water was boiling rather than boiled.
Who told you that?
Ack.
Well, Ack knows his stuff. I was gonna say it was an ancient tea witch, and I think Ack is about as close as you could get to that.
tea
So-
witch.
So that's fair enough.
Yes, you know when the water is like just at like the boiling thing. That's
Mhm.
when you do your stuff because it activates something more. What are you laughing at?
Nothing. It sounds,
Activation is a legitimate
Yeah,
word
I'm
that you
sure.
can talk about for like chemical reactions
yeah,
in your brew.
it's definitely a word.
In your brouhaha.
Boo-ha-ha-ha.
Uh,
Condensed milk with tea is a real deal. Holy capoly.
what do you mean you're going to
Condensed
build
milk?
little Doig Swift statues and then topple them over?
How could you? Build us up just to knock us back down.
Aw.
That's a normal way to do India, is it? Good. Good. I've had a couple of people have very, very physical, extreme reactions to me putting milk in
Tea
first.
bag, hot water, milk, and then sugar.
Milk, tea bag, water, sugar.
What do you mean milk first? Why would you throw a tea bag into some milk?
Because it's going to be in the milk anyway. And I can see how much milk I'm putting in.
But your milk's gonna get soaked into the tea bag.
So's everything else.
Oh man, no. No. Oh man, have you seen those videos where people are like,
Oh.
this is how I make my tea, and then they like microwave their mug, and you're just like, why are there no kettles in the
Microwaved tea is the worst.
It's
There's something very strange about it that happens when you microwave it.
there's a particular video I saw which is like a mother and daughter making I think it's iced tea.
Mm-hmm.
But then she's like, and then you add the sugar, and it's just like a barrel just tipped up. Just
man. Oh no.
I was like, oh my arteries.
Look, Verti is the true chaotic element here. Honey, tea bag, water, milk. You got a problem with me putting my tea bag in milk? Verti puts hers straight into honey.
Wait, what?
Yeah, honey first, then tea bag.
But
Iced tea or
I don't know.
soda? Iced tea.
is honey sticky? Like, is it like a syrup?
I'm sorry, what? Are you asking me if honey is sticky?
Yeah.
Have you ever had honey?
I think so.
Oh my goodness, what are you... I get more convinced every day that you're actually an alien who's pretending to be human, and you're like, yeah, I love hats on, they make my feet warm, and I'm like, what?
What?
Or wherever humans put them. Is honey sticky? Yeah,
I think
it's pretty sticky, Mike. That's kind of the primary property of it, behind it being sweet.
Oh, yo,
Jesse, thank you so much.
Thank you.
For the subscription. The bear hasn't had honey. Yeah, excuse me?
Listen, I've had honey. You put honey in my tea for a while when we didn't have any sugar.
Yeah, but you've come into contact with honey, haven't you? Like, beyond people putting it in things.
That's a mystery to me. I've drank honey in tea, but I don't... Is it?
Have you seen it in a jar?
Is it in a jar? Well, it could still be sticky in it. Jam's sticky and it's in a jar.
Yeah, it's sticky.
Oh, it is sticky then?
Yes!
Okay.
Yes!
I thought it was.
I just said it's the primary property of honey behind it being sweet is it's sticky.
Oh.
Surely you've seen pictures of honey.
Yeah, that's why I thought it was sticky.
It is. You were right.
I was right then.
You didn't say that you thought it was sticky. You asked me if it was.
Well, I was like, it's sticky, isn't it? That means I think
I'm
it is.
gonna make you stick your finger in honey.
I don't want to stick my big old bear paw pudding in honey, no.
So Fox says, if honey is very crystallized, it's less sticky, but that's being pedantic. 'Cause it's still kind of sticky, even if it's crystallized. Because like that's no Doig. You didn't phrase it like that. I'm gonna show you honey. You know what golden syrup's like, right?
Yeah.
It's very similar consistency-wise.
I thought so.
He says, looking at me as if waiting for me to like
I thought that was the case.
confirm it for him.
Didn't we have it in a squidgy bottle?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what made me think it was like syrupy and sticky and stuff.
It is!
Well, wouldn't it stick to the bottom of your cup if you put it in first?
Yeah, and the tea bag. That's kind of why I was saying that it was strange to put the honey in first, but also
Yeah.
a power move. Because the water's going to dissolve it anyway.
Yeah,
But
but
it will
then
stick
it
to
needs to
your tea bag.
dissolve it out of the... Wait, do you make tea with tea bags, Verdi?
Oh my gosh, you'd have to. You couldn't make loose leaf tea with honey in first.
Can we... I've seen the Bee movie, alright? I don't need to watch that again. That film makes
never
no
had
sense.
Honey on pancakes.
I might have. I don't have a good memory for things I've eaten.
That's true. That's the only thing I have a good memory for. Tip says, honey is also incredibly difficult to simulate digitally.
Why am I getting like fucking
just-
quoted for saying I've seen the Bee movie? What?
Tiger. Thank you so much.
Thank you for this. Is this making people want to subscribe?
Also, what the heck?
Do we need
Pumpkin
to-
Tiger's a cool name.
Do we?
What do you need to have more mistakes about simple human things you should be in contact with most days, but for some reason have no clue about?
Yeah, it seems to be triggering people. Like they obviously need help. He's never had honey before.
I can't believe you asked me whether honey was sticky. Anyway.
I think we should keep going. You go and have a bath or whatever.
What?
And we'll broadcast you from the
No.
bathroom. And you can just keep chatting.
No one wants to hear me sing Sonic songs in the bath.
Hands
yes.
up if you want to hear India sing Sonic songs while she's in the
That's
bath.
unfair.
No video.
They don't know what they're asking for. But yeah, I am going to have to head off because I need to do many things.
You might get a DMCA aid if you sing the songs, so you'd be so accurate.
Yeah, it's true. I'm not going to lie, it's true.
Help me! Wake up!
You guys...
Oh wow, what? Bert, thank you! Oh my gosh, what the heck?
They just triggered a hype
You triggered
train.
a hype train! You triggered a hype train when we're about to go! You guys! Thank you. Thank you. Also, you're all bananas.
Yeah, use all, thank you.
Yeah, I was gonna go and have a nap, and now I'm
You're
trapped.
right, my friend.
You guys have trapped me in the stream.
Quick
Look.
in there, run!
Look, it's got past level 1. You guys have... No!
If you leave now,
Elaine.
you're not appreciating this
I
fine
know.
community that you've built.
I've
and
become,
been
I've
part of.
become trapped in the stream. I can't leave. Thank you. Thank you, Elaine. Thank you very, very much. I don't know whether to hug you or throttle you.
You're just like, Scorpion, get over here, then
Get over
headlock
here.
hug.
Oh my
Headlock
gosh.
hugger.
You guys. Witch Hat stream goal. Oh my gosh. You guys, we got paid recently. I could totally get the witch hat. I'm kind of tempted to get the witch hat. And then I have to put face cam on for like one time just to show you guys the witch hat.
You're so afraid of stream goals.
I am.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I could just, like, if it's important to me, then I could, like, just wait till I get paid.
Doesn't that just...
Ronan for hire!
Oh my gosh, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub.
And Josie, thank you for extending your subscription! Oh my gosh, guys! You're hammering the... You've destroyed the hype train again!
You're right, my friend.
I know, Sonic.
Get the hat. I like hugs.
Maybe I will get the hat, Elaine. Maybe I will get it. Just because you guys are all being so sweet.
That shows... Oh my gosh.
So fucked! Thank you! You guys are incredibly generous, and also you love to see me suffer. I love you all.
Sometimes I'm at odds with you where you're like, if I want the thing, I'll just buy it for myself. And then everyone else is like, how can we support you? And you're like, no, it's okay.
Oh, but I feel
You feel bad. I think
I feel
that's
like I'm asking my friends for money, and I don't like
Yeah.
that.
You should just stop. Everyone unfriend India.
Friday's like, hat. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna order the hat right now.
Are you going to order it on stream?
I'm gonna order it right now.
Put in the payment information.
I don't know if I can do it on stream unless you NDA me for a second so I can open Discord. I don't know what it's gonna open on.
Okay. This is what you've done, you guys.
You guys have made me get the hat. What colour do you think I should get?
Dude, okay, I'm hiding your screen now.
Okay, good. I'm NDA'd. Let me open Discord. Josie's like, hat. Show us your credit card details. Well, you know, that is a stream goal. It's like, if you subscribe and beat the hype train, I will show you all my credit card details. Good
No!
luck spending. Good luck spending the €13 that's in there.
We laugh because it's, oh my gosh.
Oh, who is this? My Discord has taken over my screen.
H Robin. It's Sarah.
Oh my gosh! H. Robun! Thank you for all the subscriptions! Thank you for the gifts!
Holy woes.
Holy moly, guys! Whoa! Level 4 hype train! You guys are You guys are bananas.
I promise I'll make you all a special thing that...
Okay, Bryony's... Shut up, Tails! Oh my gosh, Bryony sent me an image of people wearing it, and it looks amazing.
Can I show the
Yeah,
screen
you
again?
can put my screen back on now.
Okay. Where is it? Here
Okay,
we go.
guys, I'm gonna get me a witch hat, and I'll show you guys when it arrives.
That's so cool.
Isn't it awesome?
That's so cool.
Okay, so this is it.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to decide what colour I should get. Because I'm a fan of greys. I'm a fan of browns. My cloak is grey, so I could get a matching hat. Or I could go with, like, the usual black one.
Animal Girl, thank you for the follow. Hope you're enjoying your time here.
What do you think? Black or grey? I'm feeling maybe the grey one.
I feel like you're a grey witch.
Yeah. Alright,
If
look.
that makes sense at all.
Grey to go over. Okay, here we go. Add to cart. Colour dark grey.
Cat's wedding cat. Oh, cat's weddings.
I'm doing it. Go to checkout. And then this is the part no one can see.
Fair enough.
So,
Oh,
thank you
that's
guys very
awesome.
much for the hype train and for the gifted subs and for the bits. You guys are amazing.
India is an NDA, but I think she's moved her information over.
Yeah,
I
don't
think
worry.
you're
I'm
okay.
not going to put it on screen in front of you guys. Much as I trust you all, I don't trust any random person who happens to look at the vlog. The VOD. That's the word.
Should NDA just in case. Okay, I'll take your advice. Where is it? Here we go. She's looking nervous. These NDA screens were drawn by our good friend Rabbit. Here's my version. I love them so much.
Okay, I'm gonna use PayPal. If that's okay with you, Mike.
Yeah, go for it. I think that's linked to your bank account anyway, so. You guys are all really...
You wouldn't steal a handbag. You wouldn't buy a witch hat.
So we've done it. You promised them that you'd do a stream with you wearing it now. That's got to happen.
I said that I would put face cam on. I don't know if I'll do the entire stream wearing it, but
You'll at least get to see you wear it, and then know that she's wearing it every time after that. I think that you should wear it all the time when you go out. Well,
Yeah.
eventually when you go out.
when I eventually go out, I'll wear it all the time. Yeah, I think I might. This might become my preferred headwear.
Cat's wedding cat. I've been working on an animation, and we've just been talking and stuff, and now we're literally just buying a witch
Hey,
hat
guys.
because chat have been super supportive.
There you go. I did it.
Oh, can I share your screen
Yes.
again? Does it have any payment information?
It does not. I've cropped it all off. I've cropped off any address information or payment information.
Okay. If you're sure.
Yep.
There you go.
Hey guys, I did it!
Yeah.
Hey!
Do you want another one? You can save an additional 30%.
Do you want one, Mike?
I do, but
Celebratory witch hat.
I'm okay.
Woohoo! I'm gonna have a witch hat, guys!
You're gonna be
Thank you, Bryony, for showing me the hat, and thank you guys for encouraging me to go for it.
a Swifty witch.
Heck yeah. Oh my gosh, you can get another one for 30% off. Bryony, do you want me to get you a hat? Fuck yeah. What colour would you like, Bryony? Because I'm getting it at a discount right now.
Oh, we got more hype emotes.
Oh my
here.
gosh, you guys, you unlocked a bunch of emotes. Nice job.
What the?
Brady, would you like black, navy, dark grey, silver, khaki, or red?
We got a hype car.
So Fox says good friends peer pressure their friends into material purchases. You like the grey one too? Awesome. Dark grey it is. Let me add that.
What you doing?
I'm getting Bryony a hat.
You're getting Bryony a hat?
Yeah.
Oh, it's amazing.
Getting Bryony. I'll have to give it to you next time I see you. Or find a way to somehow ship it to you. In fact, if you DM me your address and off screen, I'll put your address in as the place for it to be shipped to.
Holy shiz, Coffee Doodles. Elaine, you got him. You got a little bear in the heart.
Oh my gosh, you did it.
Holy shit.
Coffee deals. I have all the emotes.
You guys.
It's beautiful.
What do you think of? I had an idea for another emote. I think it's here. It's Swifty with a knife.
I think it's very on brand.
So it'd be like that must be really tiny for you guys now. Control D. I found doing it at 28 by 28 is my new go-to. So maybe I'll like pass this to India to high res it or something.
30 says that knife got to be more noticeable though.
You reckon?
I guess if it's pure white, might not show up very well on a light background.
Should I give it like a red?
Tip says no more emotes. We can't keep doing this to Elaine. And Elsa that says that has massive chaos energy, which is perfect.
Elaine would get this if it would get this by default.
Chaos control.
How's that?
Oh, that's good.
That better?
All right, I have to go.
We have to go.
You guys can't keep me here anymore with your generosity and friendship. But this has been like such a nice stream. Thank you guys. And thanks for all the support today too. That was like really cool of you all. We really appreciate it. And we appreciate you just hanging out too and chatting and lurking.
We love you too, Verdi.
Yeah, we do.
Big
Yeah,
hugs.
30, go sleep. Anyone who's in America, go sleep. Everyone else, have an awesome day.
Who should we raid then? Darkfall just hangs out.
Heck yeah.
I wish we could just keep this rolling. I do. I really like. I'm in that mood to just goof off, but we got stuff to
Me
do.
too. Yeah, but there's so much stuff to do. It's not funny how much stuff there is to do. But once the deadlines wrap, we should just do a longer stream and chill out with people.
You up for that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
That sounds really cool.
Just a couple of hours in the morning is never enough.
Yeah. Maybe we'll do it at a less ridiculous time for our US compatriots.
Oh, maybe. That would be a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay, so who are we raiding?
Oh, let me check who's twitching right now.
Who's twitching?
Yeah, you heard me. Okay, we raided Zesty yesterday, so we got the big hitters, which are like Domo Stanton, really chill comic artists for DC. What if Julia is playing Animal Crossing? There's Kuya.
Let's go Domo. Domo's awesome.
You want a Domo?
Yeah, let's Domo.
Okay, we can Domo. Domo was super cool the other day.
Domo is super duper cool every day.
Yeah, I mean,
What did they do?
they gifted us a sub to
Whoa.
Dina, I think, or
Aw.
something like that.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
Thank you, Domo.
I think he had just rated Dina, so and then I like popped in and I was like, yo, and then I was like, whoa, is it Domo raid? And it was the whole thing.
Okay. I mean, that's super cool of him though.
Yeah, he's super chill. He's super chill. So
And it's cool because he's, like Mike said, he's an artist for DC, but he does his actual comic pages, his work, on his Twitch channel. Like, he's making DC comic pages right now.
Yeah, it looks like he's, if I'm reading this right, because it's got the thing going, I think he's doing like an art piece for, I think it might be Static Shock. I'm not sure. I think he was doing that. Yeah, it totally is, because it's got a dude riding the disc. I think he's doing it for like Black Lives Matter type
that's
stuff.
cool. Yeah.
So yeah, let's go give him
some support.
Support and love.
Everybody, I don't know, shout adventure at Domo. That's our usual war cry.
Adventure! Yeah.
And have an awesome day, everyone. Thanks so much for hanging out with us and making this morning, like, so fun, as always.
As ever, we'll be back tomorrow if you happen to stop by. We'd
Yes.
appreciate it. And we can continue the good feels.
We can wish you well before the weekend.
And until then,
May the rest
Of your day!
be filled
with
adventure!
Yay!
Bye-bye!
Say bye-bye, Swifty.
Bye-bye, Swifty!
Cool. Take care, everyone. Really appreciate all of y'all doing what she's doing. Just keep being you and keep being cool and keep being... Have a good day. Take care.
Sopo says, and Doig eat honey, but they forgot the E and it kind of looked like eat horny. Always eat horny.
Always eat horny. That's gonna go in the VOD.